movie.
Welcome back to the channel, Horror Hounds. This week is Zany Zombie Week, where I discuss the low-budget, interesting 1989 zombie classic, The Dead Next Door. If you're staggering into this channel for the first time, give that subscribe button a swipe below so you don't fall behind and miss out on all the gory glory that this channel really is. The Dead Next Door was written and directed by J.R. Bookwalter. After graduating high school in 1984, Bookwalter took photography classes at the Art Institute of Pittsburgh. When his apartment was robbed a week into his second year there, he took it as a sign to return home, and a mere month later he touched base with filmmaker Sam Raimi, who would wind up financing this film for roughly $125,000. The production on The Dead Next Door dragged on for nearly 4 years, where it was finally completed in Los Angeles, California. Another year later, it would finally get its release. The Dead Next Door was filmed in Akron, Ohio, with a few shots in Washington, D.C., and shot entirely on Super 8 film. Being that it was shot on Super 8 film, the sound, including actors' voices, were dubbed in later. Okay guys, let's jump right in and take a look at this film firsthand. And remember, stick around for more details and facts on the film following the breakdown. This film was filmed using Super 8 and presented in standard format. What does this remind you of? Evil Dead, right? Stands to reason as both Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell worked on this film. Sam was an executive producer, while Bruce supervised post-production sound and did some of the voiceover work. This guy bolts the door shut for a good damn reason. His daughter looks scared shitless.
That's it. That's all we can do.
Really? I would just look for a blunt object myself. No good zombie film was ever made without the use of a blunt object, am I right? Well, the damn barricade doesn't hold up. Turns out it's not zombies at all, just a group of guys looking for Bo. You know Bo.
Wait. Huh?
2 minutes in and we get our first nibbling zombie.
Dear Lord.
Dr. Bo and his daughter cower in the cellar. The final two guys fall down. Odd way to die, really. And we get the title card. The next morning at the Pick-a-Flick, we see a porn-stachioed clerk standing behind the counter. Good choice. Something isn't right here. Zombies take over the Pick-a-Flick. It's hard to run a small business anyways, with zombies always interfering every time you turn around. A newscaster is shown stating the town is now overran by zombies. Someone wasn't paying attention. Zombies pile out of a van, where we could only assume that another zombie probably drove them there to begin with. A zombie corpse is pinned between two cars. Oh, you guys are screwed. Gray face paint zombies? You can tell it's a low-budget 80s zombie flick. There's a zombie making a phone call, and another one trying to get a drink from a fire hydrant. Where's this guy's bloody shirt at anyways? Everybody else around him has one. Why doesn't he? The Master Cylinder was Sam Raimi's pseudonym in this film. So much happens in the beginning credits alone here, folks. A few years later in Virginia, where it's obviously not safe to pick up hitchhikers, we hear Bruce Campbell's voice dubbed in.
Let's not waste our time with them. Let's just get inside.
Yeah, that was him. The Zombie Squad 205 is on patrol. In a station wagon, no less. Looks like they could have sprung for a better vehicle, honestly. Maybe their budget was as low as it is in this film. The team heads inside the house. The team splits up where this guy finds a flesh nibbler in the act. He takes aim at point-blank range, where the other squad members hear the gunfire. That's one tough zombie. He then breaks out a machete, says this corny shit,
Have a nice day.
cuts the zombie's head off, ruining a perfectly good lamp, and gets attacked from behind. He then drops a grenade. A teammate picks up the grenade and stuffs it into that zombie's mouth, where they throw him out the window. Is that blood or diarrhea? Maybe it's both. The headless zombie continues to make a mess.
The thing's head's off its body, for Christ's sakes! Doesn't it know that?
Richards reaches down to grab his gun and puts his damn fingers right into the zombie's mouth.
Ah, shit!
We all know what happens now. The zombie's head swallows his fingers. Culler, who looks a bit like a younger Kirstie Alley, says they got a jet.
What do you suggest we do? Leave him here for those things to eat?
But at least he's doing the right thing. So they leave his ass, bleeding out on the bed. Mercer, the other squad member, wastes a grenade on a single zombie, only to arouse the attention of many others.
Oh, shit.
Mercer catches back up with the team. Later in Washington, D.C., zombies are trying to get on to the White House lawn, and the zombie squad is met by protesters.
They actually want us to protect the zombies.
In the zombie squad headquarters, the rest are watching Evil Dead, ironically enough. The group runs into Dr. J, where she agrees to check on Color. Outside,
Bring the window down. Not that much. Not that much.
a cage is wheeled in for the captured zombies, where one of the squad team members gets too close. Meanwhile, at Dr. Molson's lab, experiments on the living dead are being performed. Once I thought I was wrong, but I was mistaken? Nice hat. The cage barely fits through the damn doorway. Dr. Savini shows up. Tom Savini was actually supposed to play this part, but due to a scheduling conflict with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2, he was unable to play the role. They still kept the character name as it was. Dr. Savini gets reprimanded by Dr. Molson.
We have zombies that can do the things I ask of you in half the time.
Raimi and Mercer show up in the lab, where Dr. Molson shows them Vox, a zombie he's experimenting with. Vox has a computer board installed in his throat, so he can form words.
Feed me, I'm hungry.
Molson explains to Raimi and Mercer that they will need to go all the way back to Akron, Ohio, and obtain the serum that's needed to make a vaccine from Dr. Bowe, who we saw at the beginning of the film. Mercer gets careless. They only have a couple of days to get the serum now, or Mercer becomes a zombie himself. Good job, Mercer. Outdoors, the zombies attack the protesters. The next night, the squad make it back to Dr. Bowe's house in Akron, Ohio. After struggling with the door lock for a while, they're able to finally get in,
I got it.
where the house is naturally overran by zombies. A short scuffle ensues, and they are finally safe inside. We learn that the guy who darted in with them is Vincent, a local survivor. While Vincent babbles on about himself, Raimi finds a passageway in the house. Raimi suggests they split up and search the house. We all remember what happened the last time they split up, don't we?
Ah, shit!
Exactly. Raimi and Color check out the passage to the cellar.
Creepy place. Just right for some zombies.
Where they find Dr. Bowe, or what's left of him. Raimi finds the diary of the doctor's daughter, Anna.
According to Molson, Bo wasn't killed by his zombies.
Interesting. Maybe Anna did it? Vincent eavesdrops on the conversation, where we meet the mullet-wearing Commander Carpenter, who is spying on the group. Vincent tells the team he is part of a religious group ran by Reverend Jones.
We're aiding God in his attempts to rid the sins of the earth.
Wait, Reverend Jones? Ridding sins of the earth? We've seen this done before, haven't we? Just don't drink the Kool-Aid. Crazy-ass Dr. Molson finds the formula for the serum.
Good. Maybe now we can get rid of those damn things.
Vincent clearly doesn't like that idea. Collins pops a cap in his ass.
He's looking at you, kid.
And Raimi tries to finish him off, but he manages to escape after being shot twice. Yeah, I know. Raimi and Mercer chase after Vincent. At the Reverend's place, we see him feeding a pet zombie. See the resemblance I was talking about? And Anna chilling on a couch, while Vincent dies in the infirmary. Raimi and Mercer are still looking for where Vincent and Commander Mullet drove off to. Along the way, Raimi stops, when he finds a group of zombies in a field, wearing masks. Vincent's condition worsens. Actually, I think he's probably dead at this point. Raimi finally makes it to the religious cult compound, where he sees they're having a blast.
It's a damn cult.
That's what I said. As Raimi further investigates, we see Vincent's body fed to the zombies. We're talking hungry zombies here, folks. Raimi runs into the cult's collection of carnivorous comrades. Raimi makes it back to the car with Mercer and tells him what he saw. The doctors complete the serum. The doctors then send Raimi and Collar out to wrangle up a zombie to test the serum on, before giving it to Mercer. Of course, Dr. Molson can't wait to try it out, and gives Mercer the serum right away. Raimi and Color snag Reverend Jones' pet zombie, while Commander Mullet watches. The cult prepares for battle. Back at Dr. Bowe's house, Color notices Mercer's arm, and the doctor tells the truth.
I gave him the serum.
You what?
Then gives the zombie they brought back a dose of that medicine. Commander Mullet and his soldiers arrive at Dr. Bowe's house.
What is it, Carpenter?
They shot some people. What?
Worst dialogue ever, folks. The squad starts using grenades.
Huh? Shit!
And they escape. The next morning at the cultist compound, Mercer isn't looking so good, and Reverend Jones gets geared up for his sermon.
Welcome to Sunday school.
Dr. Franklin frees Mercer. The serum on the other zombie finally starts working. Not sure if that was the intended effect or not, but whatever. The Reverend shoots Dr. Franklin. Raimi shoots the Reverend. The serum keeps doing its job. The team blasts their way through the compound. The badly injured Reverend tells Anna that he killed her father, Dr. Bowe. Like we didn't see that one coming from a mile away, folks. Dr. Molson gets knocked out by the cultist. The Reverend releases his zombie horde in the basement. What an asshole. Zombie Mercer finishes freeing himself, and the Reverend becomes a snack. Dr. Molson evades the cultist. The zombies attack the cultist. Raimi runs into Zombie Mercer, where this happens.
Aren't you gonna bite me?
No, I'm going to get Molson.
Can't blame him, really. Molson is a jerk. Anna finds Culler. Culler explains Dr. Bowe was actually her father, like we really give a shit at this point in the film. Which is all just a moot point anyways, as Anna becomes a zombie feast herself. Molson calls Dr. Savini for help, at the last minute. Zombie Mercer finds Molson. Molson locks himself into a cage. Raimi runs toward an exit. And gets knocked down. Then bitten by a zombie. Molson turns over the cheap-ass cage that he's in. The zombies tear through that cage like a wet paper towel. Who would have thought a cage built from 2x2 lumber would hold in a zombie? The zombies eat Molson. Zombie Mercer lets Raimi and Culler know he got him. Raimi gives him a thumbs up. Raimi and Culler drive off into the sunset. Dr. Savini gives Raimi the serum to try to prevent him from, turning into a flesh nibbler himself. Too fucking late for that.
Can't you do anything right, Savini?
Raimi rips Savini's throat out. Culler freaks the hell out, and the zombie squad now becomes the human squad. The end. J.R. Bookwalter wrote The Dead Next Door as a series of individual shots, as opposed to a proper screenplay. Some of the characters' names in the film were references to iconic names in horror, such as Raimi, Savini, and Commander Carpenter, aka Commander Mullet, as I call him. There was also references made in the film to two characters that died, their names being Romero and King. The actors on the film worked for a deferred salary. Jack Daniels sponsored the film. As proof of this, several Jack Daniels bottles can be seen laying around in various scenes. Early on during the shooting of the film, Bookwalter wrote a love relationship with Raimi and Culler, which can be hinted on in this scene. But later was discarded as Bookwalter thought it would be a way of taking away from the story and be less interesting. There was even a sequel slated to be made from this film titled Dead Future, The Dead Next Door, that picked up right where this film left off, dealing mainly with humans and zombies coexisting. I personally enjoyed this film, and thought the biggest surprise for such a low-budget film was the really good practical effects. Practical effects alone can run a budget rampant in horror movies such as this, but the director and producers managed to do a decent job. There is something nostalgic this day and age about 8mm film with dubbed sounds and voiceovers that many today dismiss as being too old and of poor quality. I enjoy watching films like this and think it shows the creativity a group can pull together and how a dream can be made into something that is lasting. Certain scenes were too dark for my liking. This was mainly because cinematographer Michael Tolochko didn't use his light reader. Scott Spiegel showed him how to use it on set. You remember Scott, right? If not, check out my Intruder video. He goes wherever Raimi and company travel. I'm giving this film 4 skulls for an awesome low-budget flick with even better practical special effects, like this guy here.
Damn it!
And this guy. I love this stuff. Next week is Watery Grave Week on the channel, so be sure to grab your scuba gear because we're going deep sea diving for death. Keep your eyes open for the poll and cast your vote. Thanks for stopping by, Horror Hounds, and supporting the channel with your comments and commitment. Until next time.